Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome Bemi and Tools.
My name is Bemi, and this is Tools, and we co-host the show Off Air with Bemi and Tools, and we're here to have a very interesting conversation. We all know it is Heineken Lagos Fashion Week, and apart from the shows, there are some things that we need to discuss that are really, really important.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, so for today's event, segment, what do we call it? We're gonna have two segments, and we've got some guests here as well. Mm-hmm. And then I believe we're gonna be doing something called the Dripometer. Mm-hmm. So if you know that you didn't play when you were getting dressed to come here today, we could be looking for you. So check your shoes, check your accessories, check your whole outfit, check your hair. If you're looking good, please make sure you catch our eye so we can put your name down for Dripometer.
Yeah.
Which should be a lot of fun.
So we're going to start, like she said, we're going to start with our first two guests. And they are two women who are well-versed in on the topic that we're about to discuss. It's about sustainability. It's about stuff that we can all relate to, this whole one-wear Aso Ebi situation that is going on, where you sew for somebody's, maybe a relative or a friend's wedding, and then you sew that nice outfit, and the next thing you know, that's the end after wearing it for that event one time. How sustainable is this?
Very, very unsustainable. It's actually one of my pet peeves. So who here has a bunch of outfits that they made for somebody's, wedding, birthday party. Basically, whatever. A few outfits, a few Aso Ebi outfits that they've worn once that are just living in their wardrobe.
Really? Especially women.
Really? I would expect more than that.
Because, some people say that, okay, you can wear them to church, but some outfits are too scandalous for church.
And then, on average, how much do you pay for Aso Ebi? Like, what's
the price range? For the fabric alone, no, then
just
to now
for the fabric. 100? Is 100 much? 150. 150. All right, so that is the fabric. How much are you paying to make it into a dress? How much is that? How much are you paying your tailor or your designer?
It depends on the style, yeah.
So you're going for like a gang wedding. So the one that there's going to be corset, beading, everything, maybe like, some architecture and everything. So how much are you budgeting for that? Be honest.
200, 250, she said.
250, okay. So you said I should be 150 to make it 250. Do you tie your gele yourself? Or do you have somebody that does it?
Makeup. It's so expensive. This is why I've started sewing Iran Buba. I've done 2 Iran Buba this year. I have another wedding in December, Iran Buba. That's it. I'm not sewing any corsets again.
Are you making it with the Aso Ebi or just you're doing your own color?
No, with the Aso Ebi, but Iran Buba now. Because at least I can wear it again. Because I cannot be,
I went down, I think I had like a mini breakdown not too long ago because I was looking through my wardrobe and I'm just like, this is a gorgeous dress. This has all the beading, all the embellishments, the corsets, the this, and I've just worn it once. And I didn't want to get rid of it because I've just worn it once. But then I looked again and I found another dress and another dress and another dress. And I was like, this is crazy. This is crazy because you're buying Aso Ebi for this amount. You're getting it sewn for this amount. Like, there's some people that their Aso Ebi costs, like, to make, not including the material. This is just to make the dress. It is about $1 million plus. There's some people that, to makeup and everything. Somebody told me today, one of my friends was like, she doesn't live here. So she was like, what are the makeup prices like? She's like, I want somebody to come to my house and she's charging 180. I was just like, what? So you're paying sort of that much. The guy that used to tie my gele for 15K, he's now saying 30K. And it's only because if I tie my gele, I'll look like a retired teacher or something. Just something really bad. And then for the people that are like a certain set of people. The ones that want everybody to know they came to the wedding, they need to hire their photographer as well.
Oh,
So
or
basically, so basically, if you're looking at all those different expenses, that's close to 2M, which is insane.
No, I'm not paying. I mean, it's expensive, but I've not gotten to that stage, please.
And you don't wear the dress again. All right, so let us get our guests on who are going to talk a bit about this. Honestly, I feel like this is one of the very, very important problems we have in this country. Whoever can solve it, what do I do with my Aso Ebi? That is a big question.
Let's introduce the guests. We have two guests who will be speaking with us on this topic. Please put your hands together for Ink Eze, who is the founder, Asoebibella, and Morinsola Arogundade, the co-founder, Bubu.andco. Please, you're not clapping, no. So, Ink, as someone who has documented thousands of Aso Ebi looks for Asoebibella, why do you think the culture of always wanting to wear something new has become so dominant?
I think that it's actually a culture that has persisted for a long time, but the forms of media keep evolving. A long time ago, it was ovation, right?
Yeah.
And then
City people.
exactly, city people, period, encomium. And, you know, if you don't know what I see people looking confused, that means you're Gen Z.
I know.
And then after that, it evolved to include online. And even, I mean, we used to have magazines of just styles. Like they would have style editions and you would just scroll through them. Your tailors would buy them and that's what you would reference. And then it came on your phone. So I don't think it's anything new. I just think that the medium has evolved. And because social media is instant, unlike weekly editions of something in print, you're going to want people that want to outshine each other, outbid each other. And so the story goes.
So they can make the best dress lists.
Exactly.
So they can say she's slay.
Yes, and be featured online.
So, yeah. I mean, you've pretty much answered the second question because the second question was how has social media, especially Instagram, intensified the you can't repeat an outfit mindset? So
I wanted to ask, oh, sorry, did you ask her a question?
No,
I wanted to ask actually, Ink, do you think it is financially sustainable?
It's not. It's really not, to be honest. But I see some designers reselling from their popular clients. So let's say a look went really viral, or some people on their Snapchat resell. For us at Asoebibella, we've done a drive before where people donated. So we went to community in Shomolu with over 100 widows, and all those widows represent families with teenagers, etc., different body types. So it was just a free for all for them to select. But we haven't done one since the pandemic, and we really should do one this year, actually.
You absolutely should. You absolutely should, because I just every time I look at my wardrobe, I'm just angry.
I know, wastage. And you know, us women, we gain weight, we lose weight, and that makes it more difficult to re-rock as well. You might want to re-rock something, but you can't because it's indecent, as they said, or maybe it's not even your size any longer.
Or you've even changed styles. You're no longer into like this specific silhouette. You're no longer into the specific silhouette of... So for me, Aso Ebi has evolved. And I think as we get older as well, as women, you decide that, you know what, I'm going to start making things that I can wear again. So you start making detachable items. So skirts, you start making tops, you can wear them with trousers, you know. And I think that's the way I've been able to maneuver around, you know, the Aso Ebi chronicles, so to speak.
yeah.
I also think that they should give people that are doing events, they should have Aso Ebi and then they should give people the option of color.
Yes.
Just picking like a color. Just pick, okay, this is the Aso Ebi if you want it. If you don't want it, but you still want to come and celebrate with us, it is, I don't know, army green on mustard yellow or something.
Cockroach brown.
Cockroach. All right, I've got a question for Maureen. Do you think sustainability can ever be affordable and aspirational at the same time in Nigeria?
I think so. So in Nigeria, to be honest, we have so many things that we do here with our hands. A lot of people feel like when they do Aso Ebi, it has to be lace that has been imported. It doesn't have to be. It could be tie and dye. It could be anything that we do here in Nigeria, which brings the cost down. So I feel like we are the ones that need to reinvent what Aso Ebi means. Aso Ebi is just clothes for family and friends. It doesn't have to be lace from Austria or lace from... do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
to bring that cost down. So it really, I think it lies with us, really, to be honest.
Have you noticed, and this question can go to two of you, have you noticed any shift in the kinds of styles or fabrics people now prefer, maybe leaning towards, like pretty much what you said, towards simpler reusable pieces?
Absolutely.
Yeah, for example, like what you're wearing now, I've seen a lot of people, maybe like it's their mom's 60th birthday and they put their mom's name on it and, or something at 60.
Yeah.
And it's stuff that you can rock and rock.
So that's one of the things that was a driving force when I started the brand, really, because a lot of people started requesting for birthdays. They were going on holidays. So we would make things that you could rewear. Even if you go on your holiday and there are 50 of you, you can still come back to Lagos, go to another country and still wear it again. And I think that was really the idea. It's affordable. It's done here in Lagos. It's not, anything that's too strenuous on the pocket. And it's still stylish as well. So I think that's really where we've been able to play.
Yeah. What do you think, Ink?
I think that it depends. From me, right now, I'm even going the opposite direction. I won't lie. I feel like Bubu's Lagos uniform. And I want to express my individuality.
Yeah.
So yes, I do love Adire. I'm wearing Ankara. This is just beaded. But I think it's time to just strike a balance. But the truth is, so I got this joke the other day, but it's the truth. So there's a deeper life in Lekki, and the way people dress in that deeper life in Lekki is not the same as a deeper life somewhere else. They're still expressing their expensiveness and individuality in the modest way. So they are covering their hair with Hermes scarf.
Okay.
You understand? They are wearing expensive Bubu. I'm just saying that there will always be status symbols of a certain item, and Lagosians will always find it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
So this is my question, particularly to you, Maureen.
Okay.
Do you think we have a problem with overconsumption in this country?
I think it's not just in Nigeria. I think it's everywhere. Everybody loves fashion. Everybody wants to look like the celebrities they see on Instagram, on Snapchat. So we're going to continuously buy stuff to look like them.
We buy too much.
We buy too much. So yes, we do, and that's where the pre-loved market, which is a totally different conversation, but we do buy too much, and you're right. But I just feel like there's really nothing we can do about that. We do want to look and feel a certain way according to what we're seeing. Should I say the popular things that we're seeing, so to speak? Yes.
So I have a confession.
Okay.
I did not realize that I was dealing with overconsumption.
Oh,
I
really?
didn't realize. I just was like, first of all, it started with me not being able to find anything.
And you have many things.
Not because my kids had, because there was too much.
Yeah.
And I remember I'd be like, oh, this dress, and it would be something that maybe it fit me before I had babies. I'm like, I will get back there. I'll get back there and I'll hold on to it. Or you have something else and you're like, this didn't, I'll just get it adjusted. So you just have all these things and all these things and all these things. And I remember I just got to the stage, I was like, this is really strange. And one of my friends was doing a charity drive and he was like, I'm sure you have lots of stuff. So I now, decided to go through everything. And I was shocked because I had some clothes that I hadn't worn in about 10 years. I had clothes that still had their labels. So I'd never worn them and they just had been there. And it was like an emotional situation because I was like, yeah, you're doing a lot. You're doing too much because there's all of these things and you wear. There was a time, right? My friends used to tell me there was a time that in a week or two, 3 out of my 5 dial-up Bubus I'll wear it it was somebody goes, is it like a uniform for you? And I was like, well, those are the things that I'm just
it's
there.
Comfortable.
Yeah, so I had to get rid of everything. I had bags and bags, gave them to charity. I also have a friend that does sort of pre-love things, what you do.
Yes.
And I felt better. And it also makes me think now when I'm buying, am I going to wear it?
Yes.
The zip doesn't go up. Is it really going to go up, Tolu? Is it worth buying? One day this belly will come down, or is it really, or it's too big, or my tailor's going to take it in? Is she going to make it look exactly like it's supposed to look? So I really think that there is like a massive issue with overconsumption, and then because we also still buy like a lot of things abroad, so sometimes you're just like, you need like a pack of 6 socks. Where you're like, but it's, give me 4. And then you just have like all of these different things in your house.
But then that also comes down to sustainability, right? Buying good quality things.
Yes.
And I feel like the ability to mix and match is actually fashion.
Yeah.
That is fashionable if you're able to have something for 10 years and you can still wear it 10 years later. That is where we need, that is actually the conversation about, the pieces that you bought many years ago, the pieces that you're buying now. What is the difference? How come you're able to keep something for 10 years and then now you're like looking for things that you're just replacing? So it's about being stylish and, getting key pieces in your wardrobe and re-rocking them, mixing them up and, making sure that everything, wearing a Bubu with a shirt inside is very fashionable. You don't have to wear a Bubu, just that way. Yeah, exactly. Or, what I'm wearing today, this is back to front. This is supposed to be the back, so I made it into a kimono. It's about just restyling, your outfits. I think that's...
For those who don't know, so Morinsola has a store called Dash Me Store. Can you tell them briefly what it's about? And then I will follow up with my question.
Okay, so... well, I actually set up Dash Me, but I'm now focused on Bubu.andco. But I set up Dash Me, and Dash Me is actually a charity organization which focuses on pre-owned items. So pre-loved clothes, bags, shoes, appliances. And the idea is, if you know Oxfam or Shelter, exactly, in the UK, that's the idea. So people who have over-consumed items, bring them and donate to charity.
So Dash Me Store promotes pre-loved fashion. How do you change people's perception that secondhand means maybe less classy? Some people look at it as thrift.
It's so funny you say that, because I had this conversation today, and with the pre-loved and I think there are different cadres, because people think pre-loved is like bend down select, and it's totally not. It's very different. Pre-loved are people that have been able to keep items very well, or have really good items, quality items, and they haven't worn it or they haven't used it. So that really is the opportunity to buy something at a much lower price. Okay. That's the idea behind it. Yeah.
All right. Now, Ink, I have a question for you. How can influencers, stylists, media personalities help normalize outfit repetition?
We can't.
What do you mean we can't?
No, this is not, Anna Wintour repeats, the previous editor of Vogue, but that's Anna Wintour. And also it's in a different society where, classic is prized. But in this society, novelty is prized in everything that we do. So I really don't see how, because we're always looking for a new look, a new vibe, more likes, more follows. And if people come and see the same thing, then most people won't like. I'm just saying, being honest, girl.
It's cool.
But I mean, we can normalize it by doing it once in a while, by doing it in a different way, like she said, looking for novelty, restyling, DIYing, tweaking something. For example, I was just talking about this before I came. I want to change this into a mini or a midi dress. Exactly. So that already breathes some new life into it. Imagine I could add a sleeve. I'm literally going to do that to this dress. So those are a few ways we can do it, but is that going to be the overarching and main thing? I don't see it changing for now.
Interesting that we're talking about re-rocking. The event that we were all at, it wasn't yesterday, it was on Tuesday. I proudly re-rocked my outfit.
And it looked so good. It was like a zebra suit.
Thank you. So
nice.
I was being in the media space, being in the public eye, there is that demand people kind of look at you like, is everything okay? You know, you wore that top last week. You know, do you need food for your family? Is everything? And I'm just like, so what am I? I'm not Beyonce, where like her whole
Beyonce
wardrobe
rocks.
Yeah, she does.
you know, but I mean, it probably takes a while before she re-rocks and everything. But I don't have like a massive wardrobe that could feel like a football field. And there's certain things that I wear and they're good quality and I like. And I'm just like, why can't I just wear it again?
Exactly.
And people need to understand that, you know, we do have washing machines. You can, you know, dry clean or put it in a washing machine and wear it again. I do think it's also important to, you know, learn how to like restyle.
Yeah.
But I was going to ask you, for Dashmi, what is the incentive? Because believe me, I've had this conversation with people so many times about, because almost everyone I know, when we start talking about, you know, wardrobes and everything, everyone's like, oh, I should clear it out.
Yeah.
And then it becomes, first of all, it's a big task.
Yeah.
It is a very, very big task.
Yes, it is.
So what would you say to somebody like me who, if you were to go into my wardrobe, it won't be as bad as it was before, but there might be one or two. There might be one or two dresses that still have their labels that I paid full price for. There's a designer, is it Ya something Shodogi? I can't remember. I bought like an evening gown. This label's still there, and I'm like, you want me to just dash this? Giving stuff away is fine, but then sometimes, you know, when you paid a pretty penny for it, you're like, is there another way? So how do you encourage people to get into that mindset of, you know what, it's 6 months. You need to go through your wardrobe, what you haven't worn in those 6 months, what you haven't worn in about a year, you're probably not going to wear it, you know, unless it's a super, super special item. So how do you encourage people to like go through their wardrobes, take things out and, you know, donate it or just, you know, give it away?
So I think really, it's really about, so what is the cause? So if you're donating to a Dashmi, for instance, that dress is going to change lives. It's not really about, okay, I have this dress that I could maybe wear to an event, maybe in a year's time. If you were to give that dress up today, you're literally changing the lives of children, of widows, there's so many good things that will come out of it. And I think that really is the story for Dashmi. It's just changing lives. You're not using the item. You know, you're most likely not going to use it. And you're most likely going to give it away eventually.
Yeah, but what if I'm like, how much can you give me for it? What can you give me for it?
Maybe do like a closet sale or something.
Yeah, a lot of people do that.
Maybe
just set up
maybe
a page.
A closet sale.
Yeah.
So there are conversations that can be had, for instance, for really maybe high value items, where, you know, if you wanted to get, you know, a commission, maybe.
But then not like a pair of Primark shoes, no.
No. Because there'll probably be, you know, a giveaway price, to be honest.
Like, so you're talking about designer bags, designer shoes.
Yes. So they also have a consignment program.
Yeah.
So if you have designer items, for instance, you have I don't know, let me say a Gucci bag that's valued at £1,000, and you wanted to get it for 500. They do a consignment so that you'd be able to get back a percentage of it, while the rest of it goes, you know, to help.
And what kind of condition do those things need to be in?
So there's usually a quality assurance check. So first of all, designers are authenticated. So they do not sell knockoffs, because obviously the idea is that you're getting, you know, value for your money while you're changing lives at the same time. So once the item is authenticated, and then obviously, you know, we're now in the discussions of, do you want to co-sign or consignment basis, or do you want to give it away?
So the reason I ask that, mine are genuine, but have they been gently pre-loved?
Maybe. You mean in terms of the condition when you do want to co-sign?
They're still functioning, but, you know, are they?
You can always revamp.
But there are lots of resellers in Lagos that you can
Yes.
take your stuff to, and they will.
And you can revamp before, like with
Exactly.
Tender Leather Care is owned by my friend Shekinah. She revamps, repaints, designer
Yes,
items.
I think I need to do
Yeah.
that, because, can I make a confession?
Yes.
For a while, oh gosh, don't judge me. Don't judge me. For a while, because I didn't have enough space, because I had too much, I kept a lot of my bags like in a big Ghana Moscow.
So mold.
That's the wrong,
A lot of mold and a lot of damage.
Islands. With the bush girl in me. All right, let's move on. How do we basically fight this issue? How do we get sustainability to be something that is in everyone's state of mind? How do we... sorry, before I get that, I want to ask you, what are your thoughts on... when it comes to fabric that's brought into Nigeria, it's almost like it's not the best. It's almost like cut-offs from, factories.
Sample fabric.
Yes, sample fabric that is not like the best quality. So what are your thoughts on that?
So with Bubu.andco, we source for fabrics here locally in Nigeria. So the problem we have is continuity.
Okay.
So you have a collection or a batch of Bubu's outfits, and the fabric is amazing. The fabric is, top notch. And then you go back to the same supplier, and they've been unable to get it because it's just not available. So that is one of the, should I call it, one of the downsides of it. Yeah. But to be honest, you just have to keep moving and look for the next best thing and just keep it going, because a lot of people understand that is a constraint with Nigerian brands. And I think a lot of consumers in Nigeria understand that. And they give a little bit of room for those kind of things. Whereas...
that's if the price is low enough. If the price is very high...
I was about to say, if the price is very high...
quality is much higher.
So for something like Bubu.andco, like a Bubu, I don't think... You might have a bit of an issue, but it's not going to be as major if it was like a bespoke million naira dress or something along those lines. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But there are also some companies that actually are printing fabric.
Yes.
For people.
Yes. Here in Nigeria.
Here in Nigeria.
Yeah. There are a few people. Yes.
Yeah, just a few people, and obviously in terms of the fabrics, they're still quite limited, but there's definitely some growth in there.
We've been given a signal to finalize.
We just started. Okay, so finally, what does a sustainable Nigerian fashion future look like to each of you here?
Styles that are re-rockable, handing down your things, not just keeping them in a Ghana must go in the closet.
I did say don't judge me.
Yes, don't judge me. And then, passing them down to people around you and normalizing re-rocking. For example, if you're putting up something you wore before, maybe in the slide on Instagram, put the old photos so people will actually be like, oh my God, that's so cool. Like you look different then, or that still looks amazing, but in a different way. And those are ways that we can gradually normalize wearing the same thing, but in a different way. And I loved your Iran Buba look. It was so cool.
Thank you.
Very roomy and spacious for
Yes,
Amala.
and I was able to eat.
Yes.
Yo, the day
Not when you have to sit like this.
Yeah, I'm never doing a
the
costume.
day that I went to a wedding without a corset, and it was like a tie back, but it wasn't a corset. Oh my God!
Yeah,
it was a different wedding.
It was a different
type of life.
Like normally, maybe you might have a glass or something, maybe like 2 puff.
You could eat.
They brought amala. Me and Party Amala, we do not. I had a bit of Party Amala, and I was just like, okay, this is where I stop because my, the corset's like, you better stop. And then I waited, and then they bought like some pepper soup, and I was like, let me try, and I could have some of that. I was like, okay. So yeah. But something that you said, how about, and I think Bemi asked how influencers and other people can encourage the whole, re-rocking thing. How about if, like, for some of your events, the dress theme is just like re-rock it?
Yeah.
Yes,
rock and re-rock it.
BN Style had an event like that.
Yeah.
You had to have worn it before.
Yeah, so something that you've worn before and, just getting people into that habit. I think could be quite interesting.
And I even think as well, I think we need to let people know, like, these people we're watching on Instagram and stuff, they get these clothes for free.
Yeah.
This is not, they're not buying a lot of
Not
these
everything.
things. So if you are spending your hard-earned money on clothes that you're not going to repeat, you have to really think about it. So I think that's really, pushing that message would also help sustainability as well, I think. Yeah.
And what about the Aso Ebi part?
Like I
How
said,
do
So
we
styles
cure
that you
that?
can, styles you can wear again,
y-
honestly.
you have to put social pressures into it. We have to be realistic. We can't have something outside of our society because your friend is going to feel somehow if you don't buy her Aso Ebi. That's just being real. But like you said, if she's okay with just selling the gele, for example, as saying it, because I'm telling you,
Yeah,
that's
I
what I'm
was
saying.
gonna
It's,
say.
sometimes it's not realistic. I won't lie to you. If your friend drags you, don't come and come
No,
in.
but I think people need to be stubborn about it. Yes, tradition. At my wedding, I didn't have Aso Ebi. Wear white and yellow.
I know, it's fabulous.
Wear
I-
white lace with yellow.
I had Aso
gele.
Ebi.
And
My
I
Aso
like
Ebi was
Aso
like
Ebi.
40 or 60K.
No, but that was, when did you get married?
A little while ago.
So Asoebi now is not the same, but I also believe that Asoebi is, friends of the celebrant. It also adds to the beauty of the event.
Why can't you just call color?
Yeah, I
You
think
could do
color.
that. You could. To be fair, you could do that,
Or just or pick something that is not too,
Expensive.
not expensive, too that you can
is
wear
that
again.
that the sewing or is that the actual fabric?
The fabric.
Ah.
There's one Aso Ebi that I had to get. Okay, let me pick my words carefully. And I know for a fact that I'm not wearing that again because it's so loud. It's so has almost all the colors in the rainbow and the Aso Ebi and the gele. I was just like, this is every color I know in my life.
You were dazzling.
It was just too much. It was just too much.
All right,
Too much.
we have to wrap up this session, but I want to say thank you to Ink and to Morinsola for being good sports, for being
Thank
here
you.
on time.
Yes. Once again, we apologize. So sorry.
And shout out to you. Thank you so much because it was also like short notice, but you made it happen.
Yeah.
Thank you again. And where can people find you?
I'm Ink Eze on Instagram and of course Asoebibella.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bubu.andco on Instagram, and I am Morinsola on Instagram as well.
Thank you
Thank
very
you so
much.
much.
Yeah.
If you want to find out how much you need to pay Ink to be featured on Asoebibella every day, go on me.
Yes, please. All right, thank you.
Thank you so
We need
much.
to take pictures in the middle. For the
We're
best
looking
dressed-
for the best dress.
Best dressed
I don't-
audience member.
Yeah, I don't have my glasses on, but I'm looking. There's somebody shiny at the back there. You know I like shiny things. A gentleman in is this a color block jacket?
Give us.
Oh, sequins, man. Sequins all over. Okay, sorry, can you do like a little walk for us?
Hey, come on. I love it. I actually like the one inside.
You know
Really,
what?
really cool.
You have used all the sequins in the market.
I know, but I
Very
love
nice.
the outfit. Did you
You know
design
what?
it yourself?
Okay.
Thank you.
I love the multicolored sequins
Yeah,
on top.
yeah, yeah.
And this is like a.
Please put your hands
pretty
together
cute.
for him.
What's your name? James. All right, guys. A warm round of applause for James and his multicolored jackets.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please a round of applause for Gbemi and Tools one more time. Don't be stingy with your applause. Thank you very much.